suppose we'd better say our goodbyes then.
You'll have to sign off at reception first, Mr. Page. Your wife will have to stay here, but you can see her on the way out.
Okay. Back in a minute, love. Come on, kids.
You get yours. You think you're better than the rest of us, don't you? Hey, don't you? You know better than the rest of us, and don't you forget it.
Burns, Hall, cut it out!
Say it! Say it! Say it! You're just like the rest of us! Say it! Say it!
You all right? Yes, I think so. Look, I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I don't agree with what happened, but Doreen thinks you got what was coming to you.
Why?
The way you've been acting, the appearance that you're better than everyone else. Allison, Doreen doesn't have a very high opinion of herself. She thinks you're just rubbing your nose in it. Anyway, I don't know what happened to Kathy. She seems a bit desperate at the moment, doesn't she?
Desperate? She's mad.
Well, I think we're all desperate. And so are you in your own way. You're desperate to get out of here, desperate to keep up appearances, to pretend this isn't really happening to you.
It's not all for myself. I was doing it for Don and the kids. I had to put up a good front, but now, after today, what are they going to think? I mean, Don's been worried out of his head about me, I know, and Chris and Susan, they'll be too frightened to come back. I mean, they might even start to think that now that I'm a prisoner, that's the sort of thing that I do.
Come on now, they'd have more sense than that, wouldn't they?
Well, I hope so, but kids are funny.
Well, I haven't had much experience with kids, but from what I know, they've got their heads screwed on right, most of them. And I'm sure yours have.
What about yours?
What do you mean?
Your daughter, Laura. Laurie?
How do you know about her? Have you been reading my mail?
No.
Well, how do you know about her?
It was in the file.
What file?
Yours.
You mean you got access to the personal files?
I know I'm not meant to, but... Well, I wanted to have a look at my own, and... I didn't mean any harm.
Oh, well, I wouldn't worry about it. It's okay.
I am absolutely disgusted with your behavior. What do you have to say for yourselves?
She had it coming to her.
What about you, Hall?
Oh, like Doreen said, she had it coming.
I just do not understand you. To attack a fellow prisoner is bad enough, but to do it in front of her family, what sort of effect do you think it would have on her children? Well, in that case, I shall have no hesitation in dealing with you in the severest way the regulations permit. You, Hall...
Excuse me, Mrs.
Yes?
Dyson. Please don't misunderstand me. I don't condone what they did outside, not for a minute. But, well, I think it's reasonable to say that Hall was led on by Burns.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
Well, Hall's due to be released within a week. And after all, this is her first offense.
You have been extremely foolish in jeopardizing your release. However, I must take into account what Mr. Harrison says. You have had a very clean record up until now. So until your release next week, you will be assigned special duties and forego all privileges. And consider yourself lucky that you're being let off so easily. All right, Hall, you may go.
But you can't...
As for you, Burns, you will be sent to solitary.
Oh, how long for?
Until the visiting justice can be notified and read the charges.
But that could be days.
You will be charged with assault and intent to cause bodily harm.
Oh, it's not fair.
Mr. Harrison?
Come on outside.
Oh, she was a stuck-up moron. She had it coming to her.
All right. Just wait outside.
What is it?
Mrs. Davidson, did Miss Bennett say when she'd be back?
No, why?
Oh, I just wondered.
Yes, well, that seems to contain all the information we need at present.
I hope you don't think it impertinent that I applied.
On the contrary, I rather expected it. Well, the governorship of Barnhurst is a very attractive position.
Yes, I think so. Well, not just attractive, but I do think that... I'm sure there are plenty of people with better qualifications. And we haven't exactly seen eye to eye over a few things.
Miss Bennett, I'm a departmental head. I'm not supposed to see eye to eye with anyone. Didn't you know that?
Well, I have taken that into consideration, but...
And we must consider your excellent record. You've shown yourself to be an extremely dedicated officer in the past, and we do appreciate those qualities.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I can't promise anything, of course, but I think you should know that your application is going to be very seriously considered.